life with her.
Thank you, Joanna. My name is Vanna Lewis. I'm a native Tucsonan from the Donna Nation. How many of you ever heard of that tribe and know that it's original to the hemisphere? It's awesome. And I'm half Spaniard, so I'm the completely native. I grew up on the south side. Who knows where the south side is at? Yeah, all right. Growing up on the south side, I was exposed to a lot of stuff: gang violence, drugs, sexual assault. Did I say drugs? Yeah, drugs, guns, just violence in general. And when I was growing up, I realized that not just because of my environment that was what was going on, but that I was born with depression. So it's something that you can be born with, and by any means, we're not doctors or any of that stuff. We're not here to diagnose anyone. We're just here to share our story. So from my story, I had severe depression to the point where it was very hard for me to get out of bed, take a shower, or have any type of positive thoughts. And it was a lot of struggle for me to just think good of myself at that. So the combination of being saturated in such violence and like growing up on the south side in that kind of stereotypic way, and then also being born with depression led into anxiety. Does anyone know? We were talking about a little bit of anxiety and what that looks like, right? You get flustered, panic attacks, you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, you feel like really antsy, stuff of that sort. Depression for me looked different. Very hard for me to get up, like I said. Do my hair, comb my hair, actually go out and do stuff outside. That was very challenging for me. And then thoughts of suicide. So those are all things that I grew up as a young person struggling with. Now I started to go to Challenger Middle School. Does anyone know where Challenger Middle School is on the south side? So I was starting to go there, and my teacher knew something was up with me, but said, "Hey Vanna, here's some art. Try to do some art." And I was like, "Okay, cool." You know, I was I don't want to say a bad kid, but I was loud and obnoxious just because I didn't have a lot of attention at home. So my teacher gave me some art, and I was like, cool. And anyone know what pastels are? Fancy chalk, right? So I started getting down with some pastels with a big old piece of paper, and kids started hovering over me, and I was like, oh snap, you know what I mean? Like, and I left that class with the nickname Vanna Van Gogh. So I took a really appreciation to art because this was an opportunity for me to express myself without being judged, without being looked at, without being like, oh, you're crazy. And then art was like non-biased and became like my best friend because she didn't care. Like, it became an actual real person to me. Still to this day, she's a great ally to me and a friend to me. So I actually put a lot of my emotions into my art and express myself in that way. Does anyone do art in here? Awesome, awesome. Do you feel better when you do it, or you just do it because you just want to do it? Sometimes you feel better? Awesome. Thank you. Another thing that I did to help myself with, because I didn't really go the route of medication. I'll be honest though, I was put on medication, but I didn't like it. I just didn't. It wasn't something for me. But I did have enough courage to try to talk it out with my therapist, my counselor, the people that were trying to get help, and what was the best for me. So one of the biggest things that helped me a lot was getting into nature. How many of you go out into nature and kick it and chill and hike? Yeah, that's what's up. I know sometimes you're like, sweating, uncomfortable, and you don't really want to. But watching the sunset was one of the best things I ever did for my life on a consistent basis. And it really helped me to just get grounded, get off my phone, not look at anything but like this beautiful masterpiece that was being painted right in front of me. It's pretty awesome. One thing that I also did to help myself is journaling. Does anyone know what journaling is in here? You just write stuff out in a journal, just write. How many of you feel like that's helpful when you do that? Does that help you? Yeah. I be writing the bad words on that journal, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just getting it out. And that's the point, is to be out getting it out, right? And getting that expression out, because we're going to feel sad. We're going to feel mad. We're going to be happy. We're going to feel all of our feelings. The thing with our mental health is, how do we take care of our mental health in a way where we're actually taking care of it, like we're taking our hygiene, we're taking care of our teeth, we're taking care of, like, you know, our shoes. How many of y'all take care of your shoes? You know, you got some Jordan fans in here, you know what I'm saying? Like, things like of that sort. So how do you take care of your mind in a way where it's not with those behaviors that are not good coping skills? So for me, growing up on the south side, it was very easy for me to get drugs. Very easy to self-medicate. very easy to act violent because I was hurting inside and didn't know how to express myself and get down with the get down and things of that sort, and gangs, stuff like that, where violence is well accepted. Another thing that I did was started a t-shirt brand. I started a t-shirt brand called #Worthy. It's #Worthy Movement. And it's about creating a space to talk about that you're worthy, that I'm worthy, that we are worthy. That even with a mental health condition or knowing someone that has one or even just talking about it, it is a deserving of a conversation. Worthy means that you deserve something, that you're deserving of it, that you are deserving of respect, praise, or attention. That you have good merit, that you are worthy, that you have value, that you have a great worth. Does everyone know what the word worthy means? I know sometimes we don't use it often, right? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, appreciate that. And maybe more and more you'll hear it, but keep conscious that this is why we're here, is that we want to tell you that no matter what, struggling with a mental health condition or not, knowing someone that does, they still have value and they still have worth just as they are, that they are worthy. They're still deserving of happiness and peace. They're still deserving of having good friendships and having a good family life. We're all still worth something no matter what. Society will try to tell you you're not worthy, that you're crazy, that if you don't look like this, or you don't have this, or you don't go there, or you don't travel over there, or you don't got like 10 G's, you know what I mean? Just hello, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. So keep in mind, like, these are resources for you. You know, when I was growing up, I wish I had someone come talk to me about what was going on in my mind. I just had to fake the funk, you know what I mean? And I hid a lot behind violence. So people would be like, what's wrong? I'm nothing. What's up? You know what I mean? Like all crazy, like just trying to like survive and not like have that stigma about being able to talk about it, because I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. I was just hurting inside. So if these resources, you know, we're here to talk about it. Does anyone have any questions about anything I mentioned? Okay. Thank you for your time. Remember that you're worthy, that you are deserving, no matter what your condition and whether you have one or not. Or tell someone that they have value no matter what they're struggling with. Things of that sort. You'd be surprised at how many people that we come across struggle with feeling of value, you know, the sense of value. Thank you for having me. Have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you, Bella.
Thank you.